Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Rice Owls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Black Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Owls offense will take the field first. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. So Army's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down for the tackle.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting into the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
And the Owls will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Motion from the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Goes to the option. The pitch. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Army! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And this punt will be down just... inside the 30-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Black Knights will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Walker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Number 46 in punt formation to kick it away.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Makes the catch. It's Walker. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a huge completion on 3rd down. And David, he was double covered. I mean, what do you do as a coordinator moving forward now trying to stop this guy from making plays?
I can't tell you how frustrating that is. I got 2 on you. Like, I'm sending resources to stop this guy, and he's still making plays. You got to get more pressure on the quarterback. You got to disguise. You got to do something, but apparently that guy you can't cover, even with 2.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw is Hillstead. Makes the grab.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Running back searching for a hole. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Hand off to the fullback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Hillstead. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Black Knights are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Black Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 12 over Missouri. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for space, it's Jackson. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
With the catch, it's Walker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert 1st downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. Still on his feet at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running the option. It's Hillstead. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession. So, oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. To the ground. He's got it again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Bully ball on third ball spotted at the 28.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Working that left side now. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us. We're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's
Turning it on! All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Clark. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Give to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Black Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights look to keep this drive humming. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Here's the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 9 over Missouri. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch around the 50. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Hillstead. They go to the wide receiver screen. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leads it with the back. Plows through the defense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Black Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
On the option, he'll keep it himself. He'll pitch it. Lowers those pads. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business. And goal.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware of that. It's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down. Set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
He'll pull it on the read. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Sends it back in motion. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Army! And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Black Knights! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead at week 6.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Owls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He's going to let it go. He's got it on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rice. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the fullback. Oh, better look out. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Black Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep... Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll go back to the ground. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. He'll do it himself. He'll try to take it back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Black Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Owls. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Slams ahead. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the one. He just couldn't get it in. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll ride his man on the option. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So now it's second and long. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. And the third down pass is incomplete. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Army! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to...
He'll take a deep shot here. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Pass interference. Defense.
The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. There's no real reason to panic when you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different